إمم. اصغر، اصغر. أصغر، أصغر. إمم. إمم.
Starting to build up here in Munich ahead of kick-off time. I'm Derek Ray, and sharing commentary duties with me is Sue Smith. And we have live action from the Bundesliga coming right up. It is Bayern Munich facing Bayer Leverkusen.
إمم.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and I'm anticipating a good game today. The coaching staff have done all they can. Now it's about taking it onto the pitch.
Genuine chance.
أنت وينك؟
Now a decent position. Here's the initial 11 for Bayern. Manuel Neuer between the posts. Bayo Upamecano plays alongside Jonathan Tah in central defence. And the centrepiece of the attack today is Harry Kane. Well, spot on with that challenge.
إيش؟ هذا على اليمين.
It's all getting a bit frantic, isn't it?
Yeah, neither team are finding their flow at the minute. Far too many turnovers.
إمم.
Threading it. Oh, good hands. Full credit and away from trouble.
إمم.
Arthur. Well, there to intercept. Konrad Leimer.
إمم.
Little space afforded Bayern. Well, no mistake from the keeper, acting decisively. Grimaldo.
اسمع، سكر الكاميرا هون عشان صوت السبيكر. أنا عشان هيك مش كتير عارفة أحكي. خليني شايفتك هون. لا، ما أنا بدي أحكي كتير يعني. في الماسنجر لأني أنا شايفتك في التويتش بس. يلا.
certainly not alone. Schick. Oh, read it really well.
Yeah, really good work there to see what was happening, wasn't it?
Edmond Tapsoba. And they keep it moving. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Good hands there from the keeper. Serge Gnabry. Now Harry Kane. Diaz. And Leverkusen regaining possession. Grimaldo. Well, that attack collapsed completely. Just the challenge that was required. That is that for the first half. to a crescendo all week, and very shortly it will be for real. And welcome to one of Germany's great cities, Frankfurt. We're here at the Deutsche Bank Park. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Germany versus France.
Well, this should be a decent game today. Both managers will have a game plan. Both teams have a certain style of play, and both sides will want to start quickly. I'm looking forward to this.
Adeyemi. And he keeps going. That's a nice looking ball. Not the best challenge, free kick. Aurelien Tchouameni. Mbappe. Well, that one has promise. That's a goal! What a magical save it was! Fired over by Ousmane Dembele. A bit disappointing in the end. Superbly read and executed. Might be a chance here. Chance slips away. Well, he always has to be regarded as a dangerous opponent, so what should we expect to see from him in this game, Stuart?
Well, I love watching him play. He's so creative, particularly in the top third of the pitch. Let's hope he performs well here.
Well, opting for the short corner. Dembele. And Upamecano. Tchouameni. Well, that effort was always going wide. He's not going to be best pleased with himself. Nick Woltemade.
Well, it's been complete domination for France in the last 15 minutes and looked a real threat going forward. But they must take one of these chances while they're having this good period, but you do sense it's coming.
Well, no degree of difficulty for the goalkeeper. Oh, great vision. It's all about passing as they try to hit the front. An effective challenge. Aurelien Tchouameni. Rewarded for that brilliant high press. Could be troublesome. Favour the cross. And striking it. He's blocked it.
That really is a good block.
Woltemade. Kimmich. And just like that, broken up. Tchouameni. Well, after pressing like that, maybe the short route to goal. Oh, moving it nicely. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. And so it is, half-time. So underway once again. Who will grab the stage in this second half? Theo Hernandez. And he did well to cut it out. And he has options available. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Theo Hernandez. Chouameni. Here's Mbappe. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Now a decent position and a very good challenge. You might say he'll be happy with some aspects of his performance so far, but not every aspect.
Well, I've been disappointed.
Chance here, and foiled only by the crossbar. But the keeper takes command. A chance to nudge in front. Corner kick here. Koundé. And very nicely positioned to win it back. And that's a super ball over the top. Mbappe. And support available, but they dealt with the threat first. Can he put them in front? Oh no, he's missed the opportunity, and they remain level.
Well, he just lacked composure there, didn't he? They should be ahead now.
Leon Goretzka, given away by Rabiot. Danger building, might be a chance here. And a goal! Just when we wondered if this might finish 0-0. There it is, they're in front. Intercepted effortlessly. Upamecano. We're inside the final 15 minutes. And passing it well. Seemingly cannot keep hold of the ball here. And Kimmich puts his body on the line. Florian Wirtz. Could be dangerous. Can he finish them off? What a commitment to defending. Counter-attacking chance.
Well, just listen to the atmosphere in here. The fans doing every bit to try and spur their team on for this equaliser.
Oh, wait a minute. Opportunity. A majestic piece of goalkeeping there.
That's goalkeeping at its best. He's so hard to beat from that sort of range.
It might still be problematic. Getting in there to intercept. From one side of the pitch to the other.
Yeah, good change of play there. Just makes it difficult to defend.
And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Can they square this match? Raum. Will it happen for them? This could level it. That will be that. Germany will have to live with... To one of Germany's great cities, Frankfurt. We're here at the Deutsche Bank Park. I'm Derek Ray, getting ready to bring you all the action, accompanied by my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Germany versus France.
Well, this should be a decent game today. Both managers will have a game plan. Both teams have a certain style of play, and both sides will want to start quickly. I'm looking forward to this.
Here's the starting lineup for Germany. Oliver Baumann is given the green light in goal. Jonathan Tah plays alongside Nico Schlotterbeck in central defence. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. For the lead here. Oh, and that is an audacious chip. Well, he might smile. The goalkeeper has no interest in smiling. Now with Olise. A nice ball over the top. Well, that attack collapsed completely. Mbappe! Well, the last touch came off the defender, so a corner now. Favouring the short one. Cross could be useful. Well, they can keep possession of it now. He's in with a chance. Oh, chance! And couldn't extend their lead.
Well, they've got away with one there.
Did well to win the ball back. William Saliba. Kone. Oh, got into position brilliantly. Germany using width to good effect here. Takes it on. Oh, he really bruised the crossbar. And he was under a bit of stress, but back to the keeper.
Well, had that gone in, France would be in big trouble. Can that now inspire them to turn things around here?
Dembele with the cross. This could square the game. An alert piece of defending. And playing it through. Just needs to steady himself. Is it going to be? Tremendous interception. Dembele. Oh, still in with a chance. Dembele. And tipping it over the crossbar. And short it is. Opportunity to level it. And fantastic hands to deny that effort.
Ah, that should have been a goal, but what a save that was.
Karim Adeyemi. And a fine tackle. William Saliba. France really struggling to keep the ball. Voltemade. Room to roam for Germany on the flank. Oh, disappointing end to that.
Well, no way through there.
Theo Hernandez. There we have it. That's going to be all for the first time. And back underway with France looking to find a route back into this game. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Dembele. France moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Well, didn't go to plan in the end. William Saliba. And here's Saliba. Aurelien Tchouameni. Dembele on the ball. And in the right position to make sure it didn't go all the way through. Dembele. Now, who can he play it to? Threading it. It could be for Mbappe. And blocked all the way by the keeper. They have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game.
Well, no surprise there. France have enjoyed most of the possession, but their attacking players been too slow, mainly due to a lack of movement of the front players. At some point, they have to threaten the space in behind the defenders, otherwise they're going to lose this.
Indeed, and looking to make good use of the possession this time. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Oh, I thought they were off. This could be the equaliser. And in at the second time of asking, but the goalkeeper badly at fault. Leon Goretzka. That's a good-looking ball. What a commitment to defending. Was it a great clearance? Well, defensive resilience there. William Saliba. Upamecano. And into the last 20 minutes. And passing it through. To put them in front. Well, a fierce effort, but quite simply not accurate enough. So a personnel change then. Good work from Germany to win it back. Well, it's sat up for him, but not seriously troubling the goalkeeper. Rabiot. Camavinga. Trying to tee it up. Nicely timed tackle. 10 minutes to go then. And on the front foot, this is great theatre. What to like about that pass? Can he put them in front? Oh, goodness me, he set the post. And the counter-attack puts on. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. Nothing there to tidy up. France looking dangerous here. Can they forge ahead? No! And all because of the goalkeeper. Margins, margins.
Well, he has done well there, but he should have won the game. They probably won't get another chance now.
And a clever piece of defending. Well, totalling up all the stoppages, we'll have 2 additional minutes. And there's the referee's whistle, still all square. And so turning into something of a marathon. On they go. Oh, look at this. A tremendous run. Oh, a fine block. And penalised there. Could be threatening. Hernandez. Will it be? Splendid defending. Dembele tasked with taking the corner. And the goalkeeper really exuding confidence. And France pushing forward with options available. And the keeper making sure there were no scraps for them to feed on. Oh, that's a really good run. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Promising position, this. Well, fantastic reflex action. There will be 1 minute added on at the end. And the first period of extra time comes to an end. And so they continue with the fatigue factor surely creeping in. And that's where to send it. Counter-attacking possibilities. Oh, he's been ruled offside. Oh, great vision. Well-timed tackle. The move looks promising. A goal here surely would finish it. Decent idea. Must take the lead here. Can they set up a chance?
Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration for one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale we've got.
Timely intervention. And we will have just 1 additional minute. Well shown inside, in position. And the goalkeeper who knew exactly how important that save was.
Well, he's just saved his team from defeat there. That's a great stop.
Can he put them in front? It always had the potential to go the distance, and it has. And so the penalty shootout about to commence, and as a player, this is when you have to hold your nerve. He had to score, and he does. Can he keep his cool? Goalkeeper beaten from the spot. He's gambled on direction and won. And straight down the middle. Can he convert? And there it is. Perfectly executed. And it's gone in. And the keeper denies them.
Welcome to Velia. Need to use the storage? even keep more goods if you get a house in town and use it for storage.
PayPal does not want you seeing duress and to proceed with this publication as quickly as possible. If PayPal thought this would stop me, they were sorely mistaken. Enjoy the video.
I don't trust honey. I don't know what it is. I don't trust it. They push so much advertising. And then people are getting money out of it, and then people are saving money out of it, and that makes sense, but the other part doesn't make sense, and then something's going on here. Where's all this money coming from? I have a feeling there's gonna, in like a couple years, there's gonna be the great honey conspiracy.
PayPal's Honey Money saving browser extension is accused of scamming customers and YouTube creators.
The biggest YouTube scam has just been revealed.
The greatest scam in the history of the creator economy.
People have been getting influenced and scammed, and I've been a part of it.
It involves almost every high-profile creator that I can think of, including myself.
Honey paid a lot of influencers up front
while taking money out of their back pockets.
Whoa, that's a little shady, mind you.
No way that signs you up for their affiliate link. No way.
What? Brother.
Heilige Scheiße.
I'm the biggest honey fan in the world. Ludwig, no!
They've also been lying to consumers.
They are clearly not giving the best coupon codes and discounts to users.
If you have downloaded Honey, I do recommend removing it from your browser.
I do think that this investigation for Megalag will lead to a huge class action lawsuit against Honey.
So on behalf of creators everywhere, I have filed a class action lawsuit.
We're suing PayPal and Honey. Gamers Nexus is the lead plaintiff in a class action complaint filed against PayPal and its property, Honey.
Well, it's safe to say PayPal's lawyers love my last video. But don't worry, PayPal, you know what they say. All press is good press, right? Let's see. Since releasing part 1 of my investigation, Honey has lost over 6 million users, Google has changed their policies for browser extensions, blocking Honey from claiming undeserved commissions, and most significantly, PayPal has been slammed with over 20 class action lawsuits accusing them of wiretapping, computer hacking, unfair competition, consumer fraud, tortious interference, and unjust enrichment. Yikes, maybe not them. And unfortunately for PayPal, I suspect more lawsuits will be filed following the release of this video. Why? Well, you see, besides lying to consumers and stealing from influencers, Honey was also causing serious harm to small businesses. So much so that I believe brands have likely suffered millions of dollars in damages. But that's not all. In this video, you're also going to learn how Honey was collecting and sharing your data, and how they, in my opinion, illegally targeted minors through influencers such as Mr. Beast. Strong accusations, I know, but I have the receipts. I've reviewed internal data, Honey's source code, their pitch deck to investors, disturbing emails between Honey and small businesses. I've reviewed interviews, and much, much more. You're about to get insights into one of the most scummy, predatory business models I have ever seen. You'll also find out why my investigation has triggered multiple class action lawsuits against other corporate giants such as Microsoft, Capital One, Klarna, Rakuten, and Retail Me Not. Per usual, the views, allegations, and conclusions expressed in this series are my opinions based on evidence I have gathered, which will be shared throughout. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 2 of the Honey Trap. There were many moments throughout this investigation where I thought I'd reached the end of the rabbit hole. I thought I understood everything there was to know about Honey's dirty business model. They were claiming the credit for sales they hadn't earned, poaching the affiliate commissions from content creators, and they were intentionally withholding discounts from users for their own financial gain, rendering the entire value behind their core product a lie. Kinda hard to believe it could get much worse than that, but unfortunately it does. And I realized this after noticing a strange but reoccurring anomaly. You see, in most cases, when Honey popped up at checkout and I clicked apply coupons, a discrete tab would open in the top left corner of my browser. That's Honey injecting a simulated referral click, attempting to claim the credit for a sale. But here's where things got weird. Every once in a while, I'd come across a store where, after clicking apply coupons, Honey wouldn't load their affiliate link. So why not? At first, I thought it might be a bug, but quickly ruled that out after noticing the same anomaly on multiple websites. Even stranger, when this would happen, I was generally finding better deals. So what gives? Well, for the longest time, I was under the assumption that Honey would only pop up on websites that had agreed to partner with them, but I couldn't have been more wrong. And I realized this after stumbling across a post on Shopify's community forum, where a store owner complained that Honey was leaking their coupon codes without their permission. And as I read through the replies, I could see other stores had the same issue. Now, this was a pivotal moment in my investigation because it turned my entire understanding of Honey's business model upside down. Until now, I was so focused on the impact Honey had on consumers and influencers that I didn't even think to consider the potential impact to businesses. Though in my defense, Honey consistently referred to the 30,000 stores on its platform as participating stores. So one would assume that every store on Honey's platform joined willingly and with consent. Yet clearly, that wasn't the case. So I reached out to several business owners to learn more.
Honey takes the codes that people use on our website, the discount codes, and makes them public to everybody who's using Honey.
We started having problems where customers would get in touch via our support website saying, oh, hey, I just tried to use this discount, this 60% off coupon, and it doesn't work. I'd be like, we can look into it. Like, dude, that is not your discount. Like, how did you get that? And they'd be like, oh, it just showed up through the Honey extension.
I hadn't heard about Honey before, and I was just hanging out on the couch with my girlfriend, and she made some comment about, oh, this app Honey that basically gives you all these coupon codes, and I think she asked if we were on it. I said no, and then she checked it out our website and said, oh, you actually are on it, and it's giving this 15 or 20% discount code. And so that's when I found out about it, and I was pretty shocked because I didn't know how long it had been going on for. It cost us thousands, and I haven't even looked into how far back it went, but I know we just ended the code right away.
Now, if you think that sounds bad, well, trust me, it gets a whole lot worse. But first, it's important we understand the scale of this issue. As you just heard, these store owners clearly never consented to being on Honey, so they can't possibly be among the so-called 30,000 participating stores, right? So why was Honey lying to consumers about the true number of stores supported by its platform? And just how many stores did Honey add to its platform without consent? Was it hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands? Well, that's where things get interesting. You see, when I started combing through the business side of Honey's website, I noticed that Honey claims to only be partnered with 10,000 brands. That's 20,000 less than what they advertised to consumers. So I figured, okay, I guess 10,000 stores intentionally partnered with Honey, and the remaining 20,000 never signed up. Now, that would already be incredibly concerning and deeply misleading. But as it turns out, the deception is far worse than that. You see, as I continued digging, I stumbled across this file from Honey's extension called supported domains, which gets loaded onto your computer when you install Honey. And this file contains a list of over 180,000 online stores. That's a massive discrepancy from what's advertised anywhere on Honey's website. Now, of course, we could start making assumptions based on those numbers alone, but we don't have to, because it just so happens that Honey also keeps detailed information for each of the online stores in this list, and it's relatively easy to access that data. For example, on Chrome, if we click Manage Extensions, turn on Developer Mode, click on the Service Worker for Honey, and click on the Network tab, we can now monitor what Honey does behind the scenes a little closer. So if we say visit apple.com, we can see that Honey is now accessing information from their database related to Apple. Looking at this one in particular, we can see that 2.9 million Honey users visited Apple's website in the past 30 days. We can also see that none of those users saved any money from coupons because, well, Honey has no coupon codes for Apple's website. We can even see internal support and monetization notes that were left by Honey's employees. Interesting. Most importantly, however, we can also see that Honey has an affiliate link for Apple's website, confirming that Apple does have an affiliate partnership with Honey. But if we look at the same data for, say, Abercrombie & Fitch, we can see that Honey doesn't have an affiliate link, yet Honey is still offering coupon codes for that store. And sure enough, if we click Apply Coupons on Abercrombie & Fitch, Honey doesn't load an affiliate link through that infamous sneaky tab. Aha! Things are starting to make more sense. So all I had to do now was collect this data for every store in Honey's database. The only problem is, collecting this data for one store is easy, but doing it for 180,000, that would literally take years. Unless, of course, you created a little program that automated the entire process, crawling through that massive list, scraping Honey's data store by store, and neatly organizing the most relevant data points into a nice, easy to read spreadsheet. Well, that's exactly what we have here, but I can't take any credit for the spreadsheet because this was all the work of someone much better at this stuff than I am, and he goes by the name of Jelte. He's a developer from the Netherlands, awesome guy, and I cannot thank him enough because holy shit, there is a treasure trove of data in this spreadsheet. We now have all the details for every store, every coupon code, every developer note, all curated into one lovely spreadsheet. It's glorious. PayPal will not like me having this data, but too bad. And Jelte will be releasing this data publicly on Twitter shortly following the release of this video. Link to his Twitter is below, so make sure you give him a follow if you want to catch that drop. Alright, so now that we have this spreadsheet, we can finally confirm that at the time this data was collected, Honey supported 35,000 stores with affiliate links and an additional 146,000 stores without affiliate links. So yes, there was some truth to their claim of supporting 30,000 participating stores. They just conveniently left out the eeny-weeny fact that they dragged an additional 146,000 stores onto their platform, presumably without consent. Now, consider this. If you're Honey and your platform supports 180,000 stores, surely you'd be screaming that from the rooftops, right? 180,000 sounds a whole lot more impressive than 30,000. Honey knows that, so why hide the real number? Clearly, Honey decided that keeping this little secret to themselves outweighed the benefits of advertising it. Now, as a consumer, you might be thinking, so what if Honey leaks a few coupon codes? Even if a business never gave consent, surely that would just drive more sales for the business, right? Well, it's not that simple. Why? Well, you see, coupon codes are more than just discounts for consumers. They're also a vital marketing tool for businesses. Virtually all coupon codes have a strategic purpose behind them. For example, many online stores will offer a 10% discount as an incentive for signing up to their newsletter. The consumer gets a 10% discount and the business gets your email address for marketing. It's a simple tit-for-tat exchange. But if Honey snatches up that coupon and makes it available to everyone, well, now the business is losing 10% while gaining nothing in return. The entire purpose behind that coupon code gets destroyed, stripping away any incentive for the business to continue offering it. But it's not just newsletter coupons. Stores will also offer discounts to reward and maintain loyalty, like offering exclusive VIP codes to repeat high-value customers. Many businesses will even offer specialty discounts to military veterans or first responders, just to show their appreciation. But also, some businesses have private discount codes like 50 or 80% off that are strictly intended for use by employees or friends and family. So when Honey comes along, finds all of these codes and hands them out like candy to its millions of users, not only does it cause a negative strategic impact, but it also causes significant financial harm. In fact, this has become such a significant problem for online stores that there are now multiple paid services to help e-commerce stores block extensions like Honey. Even well-known retailers are paying to prevent these issues. Now, you might be wondering, how on earth does Honey get access to private coupon codes like employee discounts if they're not available to the public? Well, I came across this marketing podcast where they discussed the issue.
What happens is if I have Honey, for example, and I'm one of your best customers at your e-commerce store, and you decide you're going to do a promotion for your VIP customers, maybe it's a flash sale, and you send me a special code. I go to your website, I legitimately have that code from you, I type it into the promo code field at checkout. Because I have Honey in my browser, it is able to scrape that code then and give it to everybody who uses it. We've seen codes like Military Hero 30, clearly intended for a veteran. And then in another case, even worse, in another case, my CEO found a men's apparel brand where they had a $75 off coupon code, but they didn't set a minimum order value. And so people were able to get unlimited merchandise for free as long as they kept their order value at $75 or under.
Okay, that's insane. But I have to admit, at first, I was a little skeptical of the claim that Honey was snatching codes from users without their consent. Because whenever I entered in a coupon code Honey didn't recognize, the extension would always ask for my permission before taking it, or so I thought. But as it turns out, the moment you type in a coupon code, Honey immediately sends that code directly to their servers, and then they ask for your consent. How do I know? Well, you see, a developer, who would like to remain anonymous, noticed that Honey leaked their source code inside of their iOS app. Whoops. So this developer extracted the code and sent it to me. We can actually further verify this with a live example. Watch what Honey does in the background as I enter in this coupon. Honey realizes that it doesn't have this code yet and asks for my consent to share it. But look at this. Before I've clicked anything, Honey has already sent that coupon code to their server, including the details of how much money that coupon saved me, all without my consent. Now, Honey might argue that if you click don't share, they never actually use those coupons. And maybe they don't. Maybe those codes just sit in their database doing nothing. We can't say for certain. However, if you read Honey's privacy policy, it explicitly states that they collect data such as coupons, promo codes, and deals you found. So while they ask for a user's consent, their privacy policy clearly allows them to take that data without it. So why does this matter? Well, it matters because when private codes get leaked, businesses don't just lose money, they're often left in the dark, unable to trace how those codes were exposed in the first place. I've personally found several coupon codes through Honey that were clearly intended for private use. This one coupon I found worked like a $35 gift voucher, meaning I could make unlimited free orders provided my cart value was $35 or under. When I alerted the business, they appeared to have no idea how the code had been leaked. Now, believe it or not, this nightmare for online stores only gets worse.
So we usually use discount codes as a way to track when influencers or partners are sending traffic to us so that we can identify the sale was attributed to that influencer and pay them a commission. So I think we saw one code started to get used like way more, and we were like, wow, we're paying this influencer so much, they're doing so well. And I was like a little bit suspicious.
A lot of times discount codes are the only way for you to understand if a YouTuber that you love and would love to partner with is actually driving incremental value to your business. Those codes would immediately get picked up by Honey, and then they'd be used hundreds of thousands of times. And you'd be like, all right, like not only does that negatively impact our business, it was for that audience, but we have no idea which podcaster we should continue to support.
Now, if you're someone who listens to podcasts, you probably know exactly what Chip is talking about here. When brands advertise on podcasts, affiliate links aren't always practical. Listeners could be running, driving, or doing the laundry without easy access to a computer. So, instead, brands will provide podcasters with a unique coupon code. And each time the listener uses that coupon code at checkout, the podcaster earns a commission, just like an affiliate link. So these are not your typical coupon codes. Behind them, you have an influencer that's trying to earn a living, you have a business paying to promote their product, and there's usually a contract binding the two together. Regardless, Honey will step in, leak the codes to users, disrupting that business relationship. The result? Not only do brands end up losing money from the leaked discounts, on top of that, they're now forced to pay undeserved commissions to the influencers whose codes got leaked. It's easy to imagine how quickly something like this could spiral out of control. In fact, one business owner on Twitter reported losing $100,000 from this exact issue, and he only realized it happening several months later. It's no laughing matter. And if you think this is a huge win for influencers because they get paid a bunch of undeserved commissions, well, think again.
I mean, we basically pulled all out of the podcast realm because there was really no way to figure out how to attribute any successes or failures.
We basically can't do that anymore because as soon as a code becomes used by one person, it's suddenly used by everybody.
This is a nightmare situation for everyone involved, but not all businesses are affected equally. Honey's actions are especially devastating for small businesses that lack the resources of larger brands. The big retailers can push back. They have dedicated marketing teams, advanced analytic tools, and the legal muscle to respond. Smaller businesses, on the other hand, don't have that luxury. So when a multi-billion-dollar company like PayPal piles on more obstacles, it's not just frustrating, it's downright predatory. In fact, Made and Cookware CEO Chip perfectly summed up the devastating impact Honey's actions can have on a small business.
When you're in the early stages of building a business, you're in the stage of, will this company even work? Is there product market fit? How do I scale this thing? Can the economics work, right? And so all the things we talked about, these discount codes and the kind of removal of attribution and killing margin, like those really affect the early stage. Stages of a company, from everything from where do I put the next dollar in to make